Today, I ended up closing an $11,000 profit on Nvidia. It was a day trade. I made about 2.25%. And I want to explain to you guys the exact setup that happened and how you can use this in your trading each and every single day. For those of you who are swing traders or long-term investors, we are also going to be looking at the bigger time frame of Nvidia and where I think price is going to be headed within the next week to the next couple of months. So let's first get started by looking at the setup that I took with my day trade. So the first thing to notice is that if you want to have a full in-depth view of this exact strategy and understand all of it, you can go ahead and take our completely free course going over the 15-minute BX trender and options flow. They're both within the same course because I use real-time options flow paired with this trading strategy. The course is completely free. Link is in the description. Now, the thing to notice is that this morning on Black Box at 9:33 a.m., we ended up having a rapid fire bullish flow. So I saw that big money was coming into this as soon as the market opened. I alerted our private Discord community. I said, listen, I'm going to be looking to take a position. You can see that I ended up entering this position at 9:41 a.m. as price was selling off into $101. Now, the reason that I ended up taking this position was because of the flow that came through, but the fact that price was also selling off into the market bias. The market bias is one of my favorite trend-based indicators. It once again has its own course completely for free in the description. And normally when price will pull back into the market bias, we will bounce to test an equal high. So as price is pulling back, we see that big money is buying this. This, in my opinion, is a good time to go long. So my plan was to enter long at about 101.50 and take profit up around equal highs. Worst case scenario, $104. My stop loss would have been a break of $100. So we're looking at about a 3% upside for about a 1 to 1.5% downside, which is really not bad at all. So if we let the next couple of candles go by, you'll see that price is continuing to sell off, and then the 9:45 a.m. candle closes. Now, if you guys understand the open range strategy, basically you will mark off the top of the first 15 minutes and you will mark off the bottom of the first 15 minutes. And in most cases, price will bounce off of this support and reject off of this resistance. And then for the rest of the day, we will either continue to trade within this range, or if price breaks the support of $100.50, we'll sell off for the rest of the day. If it breaks above $100.05, which is this resistance, we'll continue to break out for the rest of the day. So at this point, I'm expecting price to move its way back up, and my plan is to stop out if we break and hold, which is the most important thing here, actually hold underneath that level. So if we let this thing play out, you're going to see that price was trading within this level. We took a bounce. The BX trender is starting to make higher highs, which is a good sign. Pulls back into the market bias, and then we start our breakout. What I did was actually exited in two stages. You're going to see that the first I took profit on at $103.50 at 9:56 a.m. The reason for that is that if we look at this swing high to swing low, in most cases we'll reject around 104 to 105. So I just felt that because I was already up, taking some profits off the table was not a bad idea. I have a lot of students within our private academy who have trouble taking profits too early. And one of the ways that I help them combat that is by telling them to just sell half of their position and take some profits off the table. Number one, mentally, you feel like a winner already. Number two, you can allow the trade to pan out longer because you don't have such a big position. And number three, it just causes less stress because you know that since you don't have a big position size on the table, that you don't have to check your phone every 10 seconds. Now, in the case of day trading, you do, but I'm just saying in general, scaling out, there's a lot of benefits to it. I wanted to let this thing continue to run, but I decided that I would take the profits I had for the day, walk away, and be very happy. Price, of course, ended up, continuing to run. I think we ended up actually breaking through this resistance level, but my goal was at least to play the bottom to the top. Which you guys will see, that bottom to the top was about a 4% move in about an hour and 15 minutes. So where does this leave us on the bigger time frames? You guys know that when we were calling the top back here in June, we were saying that we would be bullish if price pulled back to about $94 to $100 because that's where the weekly market bias is. As of now, we have bounced. You have to understand that this weekly candle looks great, but the candle has not closed yet. It will not close until Friday. So there's still a chance that we could see a continued run or a potential sell-off. The other thing is that we do not have a higher low on the BX trender. We're still showing that the bears are in control over the past 4 weeks. If we zoom in a little bit on the daily chart, you're going to notice that price did bounce off the golden pocket, which is normally where we'll see Wall Street step in. And we did close today on the daily chart with a higher low on the BX. So what I'm expecting to happen here is price will most likely continue to run tomorrow into the rest of the week up to about 115, 117, best case scenario, probably $120. From there, I'm expecting price to reject, move its way back down into 197, maybe even $90 one more time before we confirm a bottom. So at this point, I've been selling cash secured puts and being very, very risk averse until we get that confirmation of the bottom. If we see Nvidia push back up to 120, I will probably short it or get some puts, which I'll keep you guys posted on. And if we test $92 to $94 and hold once again, that will be a much better sign of confirmation and that the actual bottom is in. I hope this video helped, guys. As always, thank you for all of your support. Check out all of our courses. They're completely free. The link is in the description. We have ones going over disciplined trading and risk management, introduction to trading, how to trade options, my exact indicators, which you guys see me trade with every day. And I'm creating a cash secured puts video and course that will probably be out by the end of August. Thank you guys for all the support. I'll see you next time.